has a blingy hat. She is running for the bling. We're going to give her to put around her neck as well. How many people came for the free banana? Yeah, the 4-hour pacer.
3:30. Flight leaves at 4:20. Currently 17 degrees with a low tonight of 0. Yeah.
6 inches of snow on the ground.
6 inches of snow.
8 more minutes till we get to the airport.
There was multiple accidents on the freeway, and then luckily our GPS found us a way to shave off a few minutes. So we're going to be cutting it very, very close.
And a view out the window.
Stay tuned. And just like that, we are in Phoenix, Arizona.
There's palm trees.
There's palm trees. It's and our hotel is downtown Phoenix and got upgraded to the executive suite. So beautiful view. We ended up getting to the airport on time, and it felt like the Home Alone scene where they're running through the airport trying to make it on time. I got to the ticket counter to check in, and they're like, "Oh yeah, your flight's loading now." So okay, got to go through TSA, all that fun stuff. A lot of prayers and small TSA line, so we're able to get through it, and we got just enough time to wait an hour on the tarmac for our plane to take off. So we're about an hour later getting to Phoenix than what we were originally planned, but
Poor Marshall was stuck in a plane for an hour longer than he should have been.
yes, so plane ride with a 1.5-year-old. I think I would rather take a 16-hour drive with the 1.5-year-old. He does better with drives than he does on planes. Not that he was bad by no means, but trying to entertain a 1.5-year-old, because if he wasn't entertained and he wasn't happy, then he was fussing. So we're here. We're going to get some sleep, sleep in tomorrow, and visit with some friends and see some sights and get rested up in Health Expo. So stay tuned. So I typically listen to a book as I'm running. Right now, currently, I'm reading the Harry Potter series. But for this marathon, I decided to change it up a little bit and read the Born to Run book. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but I've never read it. So I bought it, downloaded it. Hey, when the start line starts, across the start line, I'll pop it in, listen to it. It'd be good motivational. So a mile and a half into it, basically the first 15, 20 minutes of it is about how terrible running is, and how a doctor who kind of created the science of it told the patient, the author, to buy a bike. And it's just hilarious. Hopefully it gets a little bit more motivational towards the end, because right now I'm really regretting this decision. Right at 13 and a half miles, on pace for a 4:45 marathon. Update on the book: I did have to switch the book, so I'm back to the Harry Potter book. Yeah, Born to Run, not a bad book, just really, I don't know, maybe it wasn't what I was expecting so far. It has gotten a little less discouraging. But right now the author is on a course to find the white horse. So just a lot of stories, and if I'm gonna listen to a story, I'd rather listen to someone that's actually going to I don't know, a little bit better at descriptive writing and telling the story. So yeah, right now averaging probably 170 beats per minute. So my goal is to hang out with the 4:45 pacer, and then after mile 22, depending on how I feel, I may try to push it. But if I get slower than a 5-hour marathon, that'll be kind of disappointing. So halfway there. Mile 16 and a half. Beautiful, beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. However, getting to the top of this little hill was not fun. So because of that, I've fallen off of the 4:45 pace a little bit, but hoping there's a calculated gamble of conserving some energy to try to chase down the 4:45. So here we go. 9.5 miles to go. 8.5 miles to go. This is what I envisioned running Arizona would look like. Oh, downhill, not fun. But look at this. Much prettier than running on the street, which to this point it's been running along the streets. So not very exciting, but downside of this beautiful landscape is this not beautiful hills. Coming up on mile 18, I can see the 4:45 pacer I'm hovering now at 186 beats per minute. So I've had to switch over to some Skillet, do some upbeat music to kind of help me push over. Harry Potter's not doing it anymore. So stay tuned as I try to chase down 445. A little over 20 miles, and again another hill. Whew. My heart rate has been running around 190 for the last couple miles. I'd caught up with the 445. Again, it worked last time. I'm gonna take another calculated risk, let my heart rate recover, get some rehydrate in. And then, as you can see, we got to come back down this hill. So hopefully I'll be able to make up some time on the downhill in time for the 22 wall breakthrough. Music's definitely helping, but at this point it doesn't really matter what you listen to, what you do, you're just in pain. So it's now a matter of managing it, breaking through it, and yeah, so we'll see on the way down if I can catch up again. Just over 21 miles, no sight of the pacer. I'm averaging about 10:25 a mile. So if I can maintain, I'll definitely catch and pass, hopefully. Oh, so tough. Okay, so 21.39, definitely felt twinges in both the groins, which I ran the Twin City Marathon in November and felt the same twinges there at the last mile, trying to push it, finishing a good time. So now my strategy is shifted to, I doubt I'm going to catch up to the 445, which is okay. Again, I just want to finish faster than 5. But this isn't my peak race, so my goal, turn this way so the sun, my goal is to run 50 marathons in all 50 states by the time I'm 50. So that gives me, I need to average between 3 and 4 marathons a year. Last year, first year of doing it, I completed Twin Cities, and first one was Iowa. I completed that one in 5 hours and 12 minutes, but through that had issues in my knee. And then the next one was South Dakota a month later, and finished that in 5 hours and 17 minutes. So, but again, bum knee. I my peak race last year was the Twin Cities Marathon, and completed that. Going into it, my PR, personal best, personal record was 5:12, and I finished it in 4:17, I do believe. So definitely increased a lot. So this marathon, I didn't feel as prepared coming into it. Just life. I wasn't running as much as I should. Those medium distance, long distance. So I knew this wasn't going to be a peak one. And again, that's okay. My goal this year is to run 5 marathons. So I have this one in January. I've signed up for a Wisconsin and Eau Claire marathon May 1st, and then a few weeks after that I'm gonna run the Fargo, North Dakota marathon. And then in the fall I'm gonna run the Little Rock marathon, so knock out my Arkansas, and then I'm gonna run St. Jude, Tennessee. So St. Jude will definitely be my peak race. Again, my goal going into that is going to be a sub 4 marathon, but I've got to get going. I'm pretty sure that just got lapped by the 5-hour pacer. So here's hoping the next 5 miles, less than 5 miles, goes well. See you at the finish line. A little over 23.5 miles, and look who's behind me. Gotta stay in front of the 5. Just gotta stay in front of the 5. I can see the finish line. Oh, so much pain. So much pain. You can kind of see over. That was the hill we just came up. Oh, it was brutal. And unfortunately, I did not keep the guy, the five guy behind me. Thank you for your help.
Yeah. Did all the work.
But
There it is, right there, finish line.
oh yeah,
You got it.
unlike fairy tales, the hero wasn't able to keep the bad guy away. But that's okay. This is life. It's not all fairy tales and happy endings all the time. But there's the finish line. I'm gonna get to it. I can't run. I'm cramping in both groins, both calves, and my feet are killing me. Alright, can't walk across the finish line. Gotta run. Run, crawl, whatever it takes.
Jonathan Gishman finishing from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, along with Madeline and Kirsten and Dawn. And here comes another one, finishing the marathon today. What a beautiful day in Texas.
They're running on the bottom, they're dancing on top. They know what I like. Nice work, Dwayne.
Dwayne's from St. Paul, Minnesota. And Virginia right there. Carolyn Roberts is from New Jersey.
Running for her dad.
We've showered, which we looked up a Love's to find a shower because figured that no one would want to be on a plane with me for 3.5 hours after I've run a marathon. So it was really good for everyone else, but also really good for me. So that was much needed. Went to In-N-Out Burger, really good. I haven't had an In-N-Out Burger in 16, 17 years. So about what I remember. Very good burger, very good service. And then killed some time at a local park. Allow the 1.5-year-old, allow Marshall to expend some energy. He's kind of been riding around in the car all day chasing daddy across Tempe, Arizona. So let him expend some energy before he gets on the plane, and he is stuck in a confined space with a lot of people for 3.5 hours. So yeah, so just final thoughts about the race. Definitely love the race. Definitely love, for the most part, it was run like on streets, which, you know, that's okay. I understand that it's kind of hard to find 26 miles of, you know, of trails or whatever. So it was good. I think my favorite part was when we turned and went into the park, and into the park it had the hills, but also had the beautiful Arizona scenery that I was expecting. So that was fun. I'm glad that they did that so really well. Yeah, the hills, when there were hills, and it was not always fun. But like I said earlier, you know, that's life. You know, it's hard to go through life without any hardships, much like it's hard to go through a race over that distance without encountering any type of hills. So, you know, that's just, you know, like life. There's so many parallels between running a marathon in life, and that's just another one that I've learned. So yeah, things to improve on. I think my final end time was 5:06, 5:06:58. So much better than this time last year, but I was definitely vastly unprepared for this compared to other marathons that I've run. So I've got to do more hill work. I've got to get stronger, especially hill work on tired legs. Kind of at the end when it was mile 23, actually no, it was mile 25, and I was just like in eyesight of the 5-hour marathon pacer, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna run him down. And we turned a hill, and it was uphill. We turned a corner, and it was uphill. And at that point I knew, okay, hey, yeah, I'm not gonna catch him. I tried to run the hill, like, hey, I can tough it out, anything for you know, 3 miles, a mile. And yeah, no, the calves started cramping, the groin was not feeling it. So I had to walk a good little bit at the end. But, you know, gotta get more long distance miles, more hill work on tired legs is kind of the takeaway going into I think St. Jude is going to be my peak race for 2022. So yeah, time for a takeoff, take some time off, recover, and then get after it again for May 1st. Well, we are headed to the airport, about to jump on a plane and head back to Minnesota. I'm excited to get back to the snow. And I'm serious. Like, I mean, the 70s nice, and that's fine. It's good to visit, but yeah, I would not want to live in Arizona in the summer months. So there's that. Well, thanks for watching, and